Alright, we are recording. Yay! So, who wants to start the recap? What did we do last week on the 66er's?
Oh god, my brain's going blank.
We delivered the Physiker.
Yeah, Sawtooth.
Well, you guys delivered the
Stitch to Sawtooth. There we go.
Stitch.
Yes, while you were getting a savage beating.
Yep.
And visited by Nerix. So I was not there for that.
She sprung you, right?
Yeah.
No, I think she just visited.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she cut you loose. My bad.
No, I was meaning sprung you in a different way, but okay.
Oh,
Hey. And then we went back to the boxcar for a little bit while we did some downtime.
We were going to do a score. We were going to do Cotter, right?
We were talking about it.
We're going to, yeah.
There's a period of time.
And then we skipped that and decided to do a territory.
Yeah.
Thing?
Oh, for like what we should do for expanding our influence, as it were.
Right.
But our downtime went a bit funky because I know.
Oh yeah.
Arvis and TikTok, you joined each other at a place, right? And which one of you started vomiting all over the place?
Oh no, that was Arvis.
Nikolai.
That was me.
Oh, Nikolai and Arvis.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Got kicked out and banned from the leaky bucket for puking all over him.
Yeah.
Right.
I know Anatoly went to made contact with an old friend to get some heat off.
Yeah.
An old friend in the army. He managed to do a little bit of work to get the heat off.
Yep.
Absolve us of our sins maybe a little bit. And then he did some downtime where he let a ghost possess him. In a secure way. Maybe.
Possess me, daddy. Then along that same line, after the vomiting incident, Nikolai went to Crowsfoot to persuade some witnesses that they didn't see what they thought they saw to help get the heat off of us.
You saw something else. These are not the droids you're looking for.
That's right. You didn't see anything. Yeah, that took care of some more heat.
Yeah, and then we decided that we're going to kind of expand our influence. We were going to hit up some of the local terrorize civilians. Really, just hit up some local businesses in our hunting grounds and say, "Hey, we're the local,
the new baddies.
We're the local protection. You want protection from us? You pay us." But it turns out that the lamp blacks were hitting up our stores first, and I'm not sure they kind of expected us, but it felt like they kind of expected us.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Because we had a bit of a street brawl for sure.
Those little turds that we met weren't telling us the complete truth about
kids. Yeah.
TikTok talks to some children.
So who knows if they let them know or if they just didn't let us know how often. But got a potential new ally there with those little guys. So
yeah. Potentially.
Gambling card playing girl or whatever I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing a high stakes round of Go Fish.
So let's just say we were successful in terrorizing everybody. Got a lot of heat on us. Even got wanted. They arrested Azra.
Yeah, Princess is going to do some time for us.
Princess in time. I'm sure her jail cell will be fine. She's nobility.
It'll be a little cush.
Yeah.
She can argue for house arrest.
There you
Ankle
go.
monitor.
I've got a friend on the inside. He'll take care.
Yeah.
And we come back a little bit better, a little bit worse, stressed.
Yes. Very stressed.
If I remember, we basically had to pay all of our all of our coin that we earned
From the first
earlier
score, yeah.
in the first score towards just not getting too much heat,
Yeah. Yeah, we had
But
to
we made a
pay
name for ourselves.
not getting too entangled in things. That was it.
because I think we had to. Did we have to pay the blue coats off to get them off of TikTok?
It was specifically
They were going for Arvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, off of Arvis, yeah.
You kind of counter-bribed Frake's bribe to be like, just leave us alone, please.
Whatever they're paying you, we'll pay you double.
And all of a sudden you're poor again. It's like, well,
Ah,
shit.
Shit.
Yeah. That is
And that's when
very
we
much the
decided to
feeling.
terrorize the citizens to.
Yeah. We're
To
like,
get
we need
extra
money.
cash.
Let's hit up our hunting grounds and make sure we get some coin from the
Which
Are
I
we
have,
gonna
to,
s-
do
I have to
business.
say, we picked the right job too,
Yeah.
because the terrorized citizen gets you +2 coins in payoff for scores that involve battle or extortion.
That's kind of what we're
seems
all
to-
about.
That seems to be our MO. So.
Oh yeah, a big fucking brawl broke out.
Yeah.
We were doing
Fun
really
to
well, and then a ghost showed up.
And then a ghost
not
showed
the
up.
ghost.
And then a
Well,
ghost showed up
fuck
from
Anatoly fired into a crowd. Just like,
yeah, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, maybe I did. There were bodies.
the Death Seeker Crows are fucking working overtime today.
We put all that blame on the
And then we managed to wrangle the ghost into a bottle.
Yeah.
After I got some soul scorched hands.
yes.
Then what did we do with the ghost? I think we gave it to Anatoly
Anatoly
Yeah.
currently has it, yeah.
take care of for us. Just love
Yeah.
containment grid.
I mean, besides Azra, I'm the one that is the most knowledgeable with ghosts. Mostly in terms of having them possess me, but this one may not be the best to possess.
True.
But maybe I won't be able to stop myself. Who knows?
All right.
And that's where we kind of left off with you guys were fleeing the crime scene.
Yeah.
I will say there is, in the handouts, there is like a rundown on everyone's contacts. I haven't made it to Anatoly or the gang's contacts yet, but I'll get there probably by next week.
Yeah, that was really cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Alright. Let me just turn the music back on.
Did we decide if any of the Lamplax, if we pocketed any of their stuff, or were we gonna not do that?
We're going to go and say you grab the extortion money on your way out, because we were kind of like speeding through things, because it was getting pretty close to our end time.
Yeah.
And you guys are a seasoned band of scoundrels. You probably would not have let the money linger.
Mm-hmm.
I went ahead and added it to all your characters, and there's 5 coin total. I'm sorry, yeah, 5 coin total. So there's 1 in your vault, and then everybody has 1 coin. So you flee from the scene, making your way through the narrow, winding streets of Crowsfoot, across the river and the channels, eventually making it back to old number 66, that double-decker train car you call your lair. You're bloody, soul-scorched, a little beaten, but you have handfuls of Imperial silver just waiting to be spent, jingling with every movement. And it's that music to your ears that seems to make all the violence worth it. It was a hell of a show you put on in the Devil's Furnace just now, terrifying the local citizens. Well, that was certainly a success, because as Anatoly fired into them and as the ghost appeared, the few you saw were certainly terrified. But now you sit in the relative comfort of home. A table full of coin before you. And gentlemen, I turn the scene over to you.
Ugh.
Well, that happened more quickly than I was expecting.
Yes. Oh my.
Yes.
Oh, we should probably head back and stay low for a while.
Where did the ghost come from? I did not expect this.
Maybe the violence and the death aroused
There
something.
was a lot of death.
Note to self. Typically, the military operations we were part of didn't involve so much, but things went sideways sometimes.
Oh, who shot all the people?
Me.
Oh, jeez.
Look, they were running like mad people all over the place, just making the mess even more messy. I was trying to lead them out. Dead
Well,
bodies
that
have a
was-
way of keeping people away.
Well, I gotta say, that was certainly one way to send a message. But if memory serves, you used to be a better shot.
Oh, fuck you too.
I guess you've lost a little bit in your old age.
Shots fired indeed.
I am wounded.
Yes.
So is that why you got out? You retired?
Arvis. I'm gonna get you back for that, you know.
As long as you don't shoot me in the back, that's fine.
It may happen, I can't say. I am so apparently such a loose trigger. Fuck. Not good.
Might have to get you some glasses, old man.
I mean, I thought that was what the scope was for, but clearly not. Fuck.
I might have to go see Sawtooth. These hands are killing me.
I need to get checked up.
Oh? Oh, yeah, wrestling with ghosts, not the best, eh?
I did not know they could burn your hands like this.
Yeah, they can burn a lot.
It was terrible.
You have to be careful with them, and I'll just kind of pull out the bottle and shake it a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe flick the glass, you know?
Please don't break that or drop it.
No.
What do you have in mind for that bottle?
I could take it to Salia. She'll know what to do.
Can we
She's
get
a
some
friend.
sort of information from your contact with a trade?
About what? About a ghost?
No, like, you provide that, we either get coin or... Aren't you looking for someone?
I am looking for Cotter. That's probably what we should do next, eh?
Probably.
After
Yeah.
It's been a little bit.
after getting the heat off of us, letting things die down just a tad. Let's go for Cotter. Maybe. I'm also not sure. Something like this could be radioactive. No one may want to touch it. You know, hazmat disposal. So I'm not sure how much it's worth in information.
Well, it could always be a useful tool to cover our asses on an escape.
Yeah, can you
You
imagine
know.
we being chased? We let out a ghost and it immediately attacks us.
Blind
Eh.
throw and run.
Yeah.
Like a grenade.
Right behind him.
A literally ghost bomb. I like it. Good idea, Arvis.
This is a terrible booby trap.
Probably. It may backfire, but
It's our insurance. Like a good gang, Spirit is there.
break glass in case of emergency.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so I guess
Oh
we'll hold on
no.
to that then. I won't hold on to it.
Nah, it's mine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh.
keep it.
You hold on to that.
Keep this little ghosty safe.
Oh, all right. So we got a little bit of downtime right now.
I wouldn't want to go on any of the other big jobs at the moment.
No, me neither.
I mean, we have some friends with the blue coats, but even they can't shield us forever.
Yes, I could use a break.
Yeah, fix some of those broken knuckles, eh? No. Despite how scuffed that was, good job, everybody.
Yes.
Definitely
sleep
went
in
better
it.
than the last one.
At least we all made it out together this time.
Hmm.
Well, kind of.
I mean, Azra's in jail enjoying her plush. What was it? House arrest?
Something like that.
Well, I've heard the
Probably not.
accommodations aren't too terrible.
Not very happy listening to Daddy's whatever the fucking word is. Admonishments. Ah. Ah.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll rest a bit.
Well,
Yeah.
now, speaking of which, real quick, I think I might know someone who might have a bead on the person you're looking for.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That would help, yeah?
So, we might want to pay her a visit when we get a chance.
Who is it?
Oh, you know Telda, don't you?
Talba?
Ah, yes, good old Telda. She's nicknamed the Queen of Beggars. She's, the ear on the street, so to speak.
Ah. Nice. Nice
Did you think
contact.
he would know her because he's a beggar? That's two
I mean,
shots.
looking around, aren't we all?
Man,
Well,
Hey,
your
we
number
got
for
some
an
coin.
idea.
I see now.
I've
I
got
would know
coin
because
now.
I have beggar. Yeah. Oh, you know, many military retirees do end up on the streets, so I wouldn't be surprised, but let's try not to go that way.
I gotta say, I imagine since you retired, I thought your pension would be a little better.
No! Have you been to the office recently? It's like nothing.
Not since the last time I was there with you.
So much for service. Huh.
They just use you up and throw you away, huh?
Oh, that sounds about right.
That's very Duskwell. You look about anything here that doesn't seem disposable?
This is fair.
Hey, Nikolai, let's take you to Sawtooth and get you fixed up, alright?
Good, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you come with me, huh? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I
Why
need
not?
to get looked up, checked up on. Make sure I didn't tear open any stitches or anything.
While we go there, I'll try to find this. What do you say her name was, Avis?
Ah,
Queen
Telda.
of Beggars?
Mhm.
Tilda. Aye.
I should probably go with you on that one.
Probably, you have the connection.
Kind of. I wouldn't necessarily say we have a working relationship, but I'm at least vaguely familiar.
Oh, maybe it can become one.
Hey, can we stop for snacks on the way?
Yes, big boy.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Maybe some beetles.
What kind of beetles you thinking about?
Oh, the sweet ones. My favorite.
The sweet bees.
Juju beetles.
So our gang meanders their way through Coldridge, through the rather pristine streets of Charter Hall and the more businessy districts, down once more into the tangled mess that is Crowsfoot. You walk through the streets, which are little more than tunnels, such is the overhanging nature of the buildings around it. The sky hardly seen through all the upper crosswalks and mezzanines that seem to dot every single building. Once more you find yourself in the heart of the Devil's Furnace, the more industrial side of Crowsfoot, belching plumes of smoke towering like pillars into the sky that's even darker than the smoke itself. And in an old butcher shop, the sign, long since discarded and replaced with one that simply showcases a roll of bandages and various implements of the trade, you find Sawtooth's shop. Nikolai happily munching on beetles, though it's comical in nature because he can't feel his hands at the moment. So watching the man eat is, well, it's good to bring your entertainment with you sometimes, let's just say that.
Before we go in, Nikolai will, as we get to the door, he'll remember the last time that they were with he was with Sawtooth, and he'll take the bag of beetles and close them up and quickly stow them in one of his coat pockets.
Just immediately hide the food.
Yep.
And as the door creaks open, the stench of just vinegar or formaldehyde, various medicines, and most potently blood washes over you. As you see the short, portly form of Sawtooth just mopping up a pool of blood off the table. He looks up and sees his old friends. Hey, Nikolai and friends, fuckers, come in, come in.
Seems like business has been good.
Yeah, it's good to see you again, Tooth.
He smiles, a broad, toothy smile. Yes, ever since Stinch go away, I get all kinds of business now. You, lampracks, even some red sashes come from the north here. Business is booming. Come, sit. Do you need anything, friends?
Oh, yes. I burned my hands fighting with Ghost.
His face
Apparently,
winces.
Apparently, they're not good for grappling.
Nikolai, only you would fucking try to punch a ghost.
I know there is a way. I will figure it out.
Ghosts? The wounds they leave are much different, but I can fix you. Come. He looks over at Drav. Winces just a little more. You'll need more help too, lad. Come. Have a seat. He puts a towel down on the bloody table and just kind of pats it. Right, which one of you wants to go first?
You
Oh,
get the
yeah,
first spoons.
Yeah. Well, I will go first. I can't feel my fucking hands.
It's okay, I know how to fix. Put your hands on table. This will hurt a lot, but it'll fix you. You'll see, come.
What do you mean? Like, how will this hurt? He puts his hands on the table Like tentatively.
He like walks into the back room, and when he comes out, he has a large case of what looks to be lead, with a angry blue electroplasmic light sparking at the top of it.
Good luck, buddy.
Several wires just kind of run out of this machine, each one ending in a large hooked needle. It's okay, we just have to remind your flesh who's boss. I am going to insert these needles under your skin. They will hurt a bit, but the electroplasmic current will bring feeling back to your hands in no time. I promise.
This does not sound pleasant.
It is not! Bite down on this, and he hands you just like a leather, like basically a stick just wrapped in thick leather. It will help with pain. He kind of looks over the others. It won't. But it'll make sure your teeth don't break.
You wanna, Alice? You wanna leave before we hear the screams?
I was just gonna get out of arm's reach. I don't want Nikolai to punch me out of reaction.
Screams, schmeams. I'll be fine. And he puts the thing in his teeth and bites down.
Right.
Let me know when you want a snack. I'll feed you your bugs.
Wait, do you have bugs?
He'll
No.
stare daggers at him for mentioning the bugs.
Are they the candied beetles? I love those things.
Hey,
No, these ones are
Artemis,
spicy.
you were just like getting on everyone's bats.
Nikolai gets like dark red and like shoves his hand in his pocket and pulls the bag of beetles out. Yes, I bring beetles.
Ah,
Yeah,
Nikolai,
taking
this
away.
is why you're my favorite thug.
Hilarious.
He pops a beetle into his mouth and starts his chewing, and then with a small mallet, he begins hammering these hook spikes into your flesh. Each one incredibly painful, and there's about 13 that goes in each hand. After that, he walks over to the machine and with a simple, nonchalant flip of the finger, flips it on. And then the process of medical electrocution begins. As your hands begin twitching uncontrollably, you bite down on the leather harder and harder as the pain washes over you. And I will roll his quality rating and let's see how well he heals you.
Well, you found yourself in a rather shocking situation.
The pun loses its effect over the grunts of pain. It's a pretty... you get 3 ticks on your healing clock, by the way.
Healing clock. No, that's not right.
Just
You
click
go to
on
the blood drop?
Yeah, the blood drops, where your wounds are.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's a long, grueling process, but while that's occurring, Sawtooth approaches Drav. Okay, boy, you too. Your wounds are healing nicely, but they need a bit of a touch-up, yeah?
Yeah. I just want to make sure nothing's torn or everything's healing properly.
Alright, take off your shirt. Let's look at the bruise. And with that, he begins healing you. He bleeds your bruise a little bit to get out the bad blood. He replaces your stitches. And generally begins, well, being a physiker. You gain 2 ticks on your clock, so your clock actually fills. So your gut shot is taken down to a tier 1 wound, and your bruised ribs disappear entirely.
So great.
So should I have been at 3 black wedges or?
Yes, you'll be at 3 black wedges.
Okay.
All right. So Drav, you just have the tier 1 gut shot now. It's been reduced. Now
Yes, and
you can
my
get
clock-
healed again if you want, but
is my clock back to 0?
yeah, because you had 2 and it healed 2,
Cool.
so that's a completed clock. Yeah, because every time that clock completes, it just lowers all of your wounds by 1.
And you said I could heal again?
Yeah, you have 2 downtime actions and recovery is 1. So Drav and Nikolai both spend a downtime action basically recovering. After this painful process is the almost equally painful process of him taking a pair of pliers and then pulling the hooks out of your hands one by one. You'll still have numbness for a while, but a couple of more treatments and you'll have hand back good as new, good as new. Do you undergo additional processes, or is it good for now, Nikolai?
Oh, we have work to do, yes? I think I have to do more, you know, to get rid of this. Because right now it looks like I'm -1 die.
Yeah, on anything involving your hands.
Yeah. Which is everything. My hands are everything for me.
So I will say this: you get 2 downtime actions normally.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do this, now you could spend a coin to take another downtime action. So if you take another recovery action, it will lower your, it will most likely lower your hands from a tier 2 wound to a tier 1. But you'll have to spend a coin to relieve stress, because you'll have spent both your downtime actions recovering.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth it to me to spend the coin.
Okay. So let me roll his stuff again. That's pretty good. That's 3 ticks.
Oh, okay. So
Now ticks roll over. So you'll have a clock with 2 ticks left, and you'll have a tier 1 wound instead of a tier 2. I'm sorry, you had 2, so it would be 1 tick because you got 3. And Soul Scorch will go down to 1, which is just less effect. But
I thought I had 3. Okay.
Yeah, you had a 3.
you had 3, then it'll be 2. My bad. I just saw when I opened it, I just saw 2 for some reason.
Because I adjusted it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this wound will be easier to heal the next time you do heal it.
Nice. Okay.
So after that painful process, he begins like rubbing oils and solvents into your flesh. He soaks it into this vile smelling liquid and then electrifies the liquid, which makes you twitch in pain once again, but it's a different kind of process, not nearly as bad as the hooks. But after several hours of treatment, you can feel your hands again. The full effect isn't there, but it's enough to do your grim business.
This is much better.
See, I'm the best physical in all of Crowsfoot. I will heal you.
Yes, yes. I can't say there's anything to doubt this. You've done amazing work.
Thank you. All for the low price of just a couple of beetles. He begins eating the rest of your candied sweet beetles.
I know. I'll get you more.
All right. Beetles.
My bad.
He likes them so much. But look how happy they make him. Well, is anyone else hurt? Huh?
Better than paying, right?
Oh, yes.
Sawtooth, I appreciate your time. I'll be back again later.
Excellent, excellent. It is good to see you. Come again, anytime. I'm always here. Always open.
Arvis, should we make contact with the Queen of Beggars, you know her?
Yeah, let's see if we can find the old girl.
When you open the door, who's the first one out the door?
Probably me.
Arvis, yeah. I'll be second.
Arvis, when you open the door, kind of standing about 20 feet away in a semicircle, is quite a few gentlemen and ladies of a particularly gruff demeanor. They're wearing suits of gray and black. They all look like scruffy gang types. There's about 20 of them total, give or take, if you had to take a quick count. And standing kind of in front of them is a gentleman in a suit. Ruffled collar, tall, with a black vest. A very, like a boxer's build, very muscular and lean, but still quick and nimble. With coal black hair and just light blue eyes, and very pallid Akarosi features and skin. And he's currently cleaning underneath his fingernails with a very sharp dagger. Ah, there you are, there you are. You must be the 66er's, no?
Depends on who's asking.
That would mean you're the 66er's. It is good to finally lay eyes on you. I've heard so much about what you've done recently.
Do I recognize this guy?
I'll go and say you all do. This man, name is Irvin, but you don't know his last name. But you
I was
know
afraid it was Bazos.
No, you just know his name is Irvin, but he is a lieutenant in the Lampblacks. So it's not Basso Baz. He's not the leader of the Lampblacks, but it is an underling pretty directly.
Hmm.
How was your healing? I see Salttooth is doing quite a good job, no?
Seems to be working well enough.
Yes.
While he's talking,
Why?
he's still just cleaning underneath his fingernails. Stopping occasionally to check on them before going back to his cleaning.
Why are you here? You broken in any way?
No, I am not broken.
We could
But as
make
I
you.
look at this group of broken things before me, I can't help but wonder when this cycle of action and retribution will stop. You come onto our turf and you snatch our physical. We retaliate by sending men to your turf to exact a blood price, and then you kill our men. Blood must be paid with blood must be paid with blood, my friend. Blood or coin. And I was just wondering, which toll would we exact today? Silver or blood?
Mm. At what point do we bury the hatchet? We just hurt ourselves together until someone else comes in.
That is the cycle of violence. That is what keeps the gangs in Crow's Foot, like you and me, in check, it would seem.
Mm.
But those men you killed had families. Those families will now go hungry, without just a little bit of silver to keep them fed. So I make you this offer. Pay 1,000 Imperial marks to the families of the dead through me, and we will consider it even for now. Or we can pay the blood that you spilled of our men, well, with yours. Right here, right now. The entire time he doesn't look up from his nails. He doesn't look at you. He seems almost disinterested in all of this pageantry.
Right.
How many more orphans are we going to make today?
depends. Do you have any children?
Oh, no. I'm not talking about anyone on our side of things. How many are you willing to lose?
As many as it takes, my friend. This
Well,
will be a cycle of endless bloodshed until either we are all ghosts walking the streets or we are all bathed in electroplasmic majesty.
all the
Hey.
better for the crows, huh?
All
We
the
stay
better for the
weak, they
crows.
stay strong, huh?
That is why I'm asking for a blood price. 1,000 marks or bloodshed. You must choose quickly, my men grow antsy.
Well, we could always take the diplomatic option. What about working together?
Do you have something in mind?
Well, maybe we could help you with a job or two? Call it even that way? Work off our debt, so to speak.
That.
What assurances do I have that you'll keep your word?
Well, you outnumber us by plenty.
I outnumber you now, but when you retreat to, well, the sooty den of inequity you call a lair. Well, what then? How I know you'll not duck me time and time again, never intending to collect.
Well, one, it's not that big of a city. And two, I'm at least a man of my word.
And does this gentleman speak for all of you?
I'm a man of many words.
I
I'm
speaks a
usually
lot of shit.
truthful.
But
Find working
as
for
long
you distasteful.
we
But
do not conflict with our
if-
goals. Yeah.
if Arvis thinks that this is the best way, I am tired. I don't feel like killing any more of you right now. So, yes. Okay, we do a job for you.
The only stipulation is this job that we do for you can't do any harm to the crows.
For the first time, he looks up from gauging the cleanliness of his fingernails and he smiles. His features are handsome enough, but he's got a few scars here and there that show you that he's in a scrap or two, and his teeth are in pretty good order. Nobody's broken them yet.
Yet.
You will do 2 jobs for us in payment for these little indiscretions.
Ooh, jobs.
2 jobs that you cannot say no to. One, we will collect in 1 week's time. The other, a little after. They will not involve the crows. Should you say no to any of these jobs, the blood price will be paid. Do we have an accord?
I want to know what we're agreeing to.
If we say no to one of the jobs, are only half of us gonna die?
That's a fair question.
Time will tell, my friend. Time will tell. Now, do you agree or not?
I want to know what the jobs are before we agree.
He's very clearly either not he doesn't either have a job in mind immediately, or he's not telling you. You're not entirely sure which of the two, but he just kind of gives you that smile of his.
But he seems truthful about the no harm coming to crows.
Like I said, I cannot tell you right now, but no harm will come to you or the crows. You must simply do 2 jobs. This is an offer. Refuse it at your peril.
I mean, what do you all think? I think it seems fairly reasonable.
Oh, now, yes.
That's two.
I mean, it has to be obvious. that if the job is extremely distasteful, that we will decline, and then there will be blood anyway. And they will not get their other job. So I don't see why they would make it something, ridiculous, yes? He wants his full payment, and he wants productive jobs. So he will give us something that we will do. Because if we won't do it, then it will be war.
Yeah, there's no losing in this, I guess.
He doesn't strike me as a fool. You're not a fool, are you?
I never thought that the big man would be such a charmer, nor did I think him to be the brains of this operation.
No, I am by no means the brains.
But he is full of surprises.
Very surprising.
So, it seems like we have a deal.
Very well then. I will come to you in a week. I will send a crow, perhaps. Keep an eye out, and remember our accord. No crows, no saying no. With that, he kind of gives you a small little, almost courtly bow. Turns around, kind of snaps his finger, and this whole cadre of lampblacks kind of parts like a sea, allowing them to pass before they, all of them sort of glaring at you for a moment, they too wash away into the wake of this gentleman, Irvine.
I was so tempted to open that bottle.
Yeah,
Just toss it into the crowd.
if
Yeah.
it looks like we're going to have trouble with these guys, maybe we should talk to the sashes, huh?
See if they can lend some assistance. We've got some good contacts, though. Most of our
Interception.
contacts are currently in jail. Oh, well.
I mean, if we're going to have enemies, we might as well have friends too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And we're not big enough to take on the lampblacks by ourselves.
Nah, fuck the lampblacks.
Well, I would be happy to if there weren't so fucking many of them. We need friends.
Yes.
Friends in time, friends in time.
It would
Let's
make
see.
sense to make some sort of deal or contract to cover the other side of things.
Other
Well-
side of things. What do you mean?
Like how you're saying the red, what are they, red sashes?
Yeah.
Yes, they are our friends.
Let's see if we can come with a accords,
Yeah.
put like quotation marks around that. With the red sashes?
Oh, they are our friends. I didn't realize
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
They are.
that's why I was suggesting it.
Literally,
they,
yeah.
They literally are our friends, and they're the same tier of gang as the lampblacks.
Nikolai used
Yeah.
to also, used to once upon a time be a red sash.
Yeah.
We could.
Oh,
scoop
Oh,
the
okay.
Black's
I thought it was
territory.
Azra that was the red sash in the past.
You know, we
Okay.
could also, depending on how we do these jobs, incur a little favor with the crows themselves, but having the sashes have our back would definitely help.
Mm. Ah. Okay.
I mean, take over the Lampblack's territory, split it with the red sashes. Win-win.
I do
Yes.
like this plan.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we start on that soon. First.
After we find Cotter,
Mm-hmm.
before
in
he
these-
gets away.
These
Well, let's
jobs
just-
that Lampblacks have might have a little side profit for us if we were to do it.
True. Oh.
Just more work.
Pick up a little
Cool.
coin along the way. I'm willing to do this.
Using their connections.
Maybe we can turn some of their connections against them with our dazzling displays.
I like that thought. But
Ah.
what are we
Okay.
doing now?
Let's find that queen. Hey,
The who?
see if we can make the queen of the beggars. Because I'm a beggar, apparently.
Does anybody else need nobody else needs to be stitched up or Anything else?
I need.
No,
need
it's
some,
only you and Nikolai that get into brawls.
I need some relaxing time. Yeah.
I need to rinse off.
That would be
Yes.
nice.
Sat in a puddle of blood.
How about you guys go to the baths?
They have some nice snacks there.
Oh. Well, how nice.
Bod day.
Gold, gold flaked beetles.
Not had these before.
What
I
does
say gold.
what
Yes,
does
I'll
gold
go with you.
taste like? Ah, fuck. You guys have fun.
Yeah. I'm
Ah.
I'm in need of going as I have like one stress remaining.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
We.
I'm in
way
the
worse
same
than
boat
what I
with
was
you.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's enough there for many of us.
Right.
You can all see a little glimpse into my world of relaxation.
So, how many of
Jim.
you are going to the baths?
Join
I think-
later.
I think Nikolai is going,
Josh
but
going.
mainly because he was told that there were snacks there.
Arvis is going.
Fine, I will search for the queen on my own without you.
Oh,
Well, I thought we
careful.
were going to do the downtime and then go to the Telda.
I just want to make a contact, man. I think it'd be cool.
Okay.
And then I'll join you for some de-stressing later. Maybe go crazy
Okay.
with it. What can I
Okay,
say?
okay, old man. We can go find the lady
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, let's go. Maybe she's even on the way.
All right, Arvis.
All right.
It's your contact. How do you go about finding the beggar queen? Well, there's only one way to find her. You have to speak to the other beggars and see if they know where she is. She's a lady of the street, after all, and not in that manner. And
Yeah,
she
but don't
has
tell her that
eyes and ears
directly.
everywhere.
Aye. So she might find us, is what you're saying.
There's a very good chance she'll find us before we find them.
Alright. Oh, that doesn't make me feel good. Usually, as part of the military, we were always on top of it.
The military
Yes,
was
but-
certainly a more organized organization for sure. But you have to remember, it's very difficult to find something that is naturally hidden or invisible.
That's why you're so good at your job.
Where would the most beggars be? Where's the most populated area? Or
Crowsfoot's
the most
literally
run
the
down?
most densely populated district in all of Dust
Yeah.
Bowl. As it is a
Probably some, like-
crossroads to some very important districts. But yeah, any beggars that we find, just put the word out that we would like to see her and speak with her. They'll either point us in the right way, or she will come and find us. Though being a little bit older, we should probably try and go to her at least. So as you're making your way kind of to the bathhouse, you're just stopping by a beggar, just dropping a coin. Not like capital C coin, lowercase coin. Into some collection, into some collection cups, and just asking for, well, an audience with the queen.
With the queen.
An audience with Telda, the Queen of Beggars. As you approach closer and closer to the bathhouse, to Singer's domain, eventually, in a dark alley, you would see Telda, drawn out from whatever crevice she normally resides. She's a very short, hunched woman, very droopy skin, wearing just beggar's clothing and a cloak that appears to be made out of rat skins. The tassels, rat tails, that just tangle and jiggle with all of her movement. Each little rat tail ends with a little bit of a bell. Something that makes noise, either a piece of glass knocking against another glass, an actual bell, or something shiny and something noisy. With a crooked finger, she gives you a motion to approach Jarvis.
Ah, the sweet queen. How are you, my dear?
Oh, dear Echo, it's good to see you again.
Oh,
What?
indeed, indeed.
What can I do for old Echo? The word on the street is you're looking for me.
Indeed we are. I was wondering if you could help my friends and I find somebody. Or if you've heard either where they might be, or where we might be able to find them.
No, Tilda, here's a lot of things. A lot of things. Do you have a name for Tilda?
I believe the name was Cotterswain, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice to make your
Cotterswain.
acquaintance, Queen.
She cocks an ear to the side as if listening for something that's not there. Cotterswain, Cotterswain, I will put the word out. You have some coin for an old woman? She holds
Oh.
out her collection cup.
Always, my dear, always, just for you.
Go ahead and make a lifestyle roll, which would be 0 dice for you. So just roll 2d6, take the lowest.
Think I did that right?
2 either way.
2 is the new 12. You drop a few coins, a few meager coins into her collection cup, and she actually opens, like looks down and opens one of her eyes, which is a big exaggerated movement considering how droopy her eyelids are. No, times are tough for Echo. I understand. Times are tough for old Telda too. I will find you when I hear of the Cotterswain.
Much appreciated, Queen. And I promise I'll have some more coin the next go round.
Ah, you always make the kindest promises, Echo. So kind. She reaches up and grandmotherly pinches your cheeks before giving you a pat. Enjoy your day at the bathhouse, dearies.
Thank you, Queen.
Oh, she's good. It was very nice to make your acquaintance, Queen.
You too, Trace. You too. You don't recall. Did you give her a name? Even if you didn't, she knows it.
Mm-hmm. I
We
didn't.
also
She never
didn't tell-
asked, but
Yeah, we also didn't tell her we were headed to the bathhouse.
yeah. And
I told you. The
And
lady
told you.
hears and sees everything, even when she's not there.
So I'll give her my name now. When she's calling me my nickname, I'll give her my real name. Anatoly.
Oh, that's such a handsome name. Much better than Trace. It is a pleasure, Anatoly.
Thank you.
I will
Oh.
come to you soon with this information.
Or you
Thank
can just
you.
send one of your birds and we'll happily come back to you.
Okay.
I could then do my crow.
I
A
will.
raven, rather. I could lend her coin for a while. So my raven.
Ghost Crow.
Yeah. My ghost raven.
You just. It's dangerous to go alone. Present Crow.
Yeah. He always knows his way back to me.
Oh, this is
Yeah, make it easy.
such an interesting animal. She reaches out to poke it, and her finger just kind of goes right through. Oh my, is that a ghost animal? I have not seen one of those in some time.
Another question for you. We've got something in a bottle that is Honest, it's a ghost. How would we go about selling, disposing, or otherwise dealing with this carefully?
Oh, the ghost in a bottle. If it was only a genie, maybe you could wish for some of this information you seek, but no. You could give it to the church, ecstasy of the flesh. They were disintegrated in electroplasm. But perhaps Salia could find something to do with it. But you know that already. Anatoly, you don't need to ask me for this.
I just figure what I appreciate. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe the princess will want to do something with it when she gets out.
The princess. Oh, she's in jail.
Yes. Yeah, jail is not forever.
Hey. And Anatoly will straighten up a little bit. At least the queen knows how to give compliments, eh? She likes my name.
She is
If we don't
certainly
end
a
up
very
fi-
kind woman.
If we don't end up finding someone for that bottle, I might know someone that would be able to do something with it.
Nah, I'll go talk to Salia.
With that, you just watch as like Telda is like waddling away, like the ghost crow like tucked under one arm, and like the crow's looking over its shoulder as if to be like, "You owe me for this."
Yes, they will probably pay. Anyone knows what it's like to have a ghost peck your heart? Ugh. Anyways, you guys enjoy the baths. I am going to go seek Salia. Figure out what to do with this. Before voice take me.
All right. Get
All
ready for
right.
the experience of your life.
You know where to find us, huh?
Yeah. Half naked and snacking on golden beetles.
Third floor to the right.
Aye.
These beetles better be good.
Oh, I've never had them. I've only seen them.
Oh,
With that, let's go and take like a little 5-minute break. We'll be back here at 8:20, and then we'll proceed with the beetling and the ghosting.
The ghost beetling. Cool.
I return.
Hello.
Haven't got to do the old woman voice in a while.
I bet that was a little harsh on the vocal cords.
No, it's not so bad. Sawtooth's voice is harder for some reason.
Hmm.
I find myself getting phlegmy sometimes with Anatoly.
Yeah, I go through a lot of liquid on game nights just to kind of keep the throat fucking going. It's also why I default to certain accents, because it's like I can do these ones without pain.
Yeah, I remember having a goblin that I played that I just always ruined my voice for it. And it was like, wait, I should probably change that so that I don't end up each session being like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I've had a couple of voices where it's like halfway through, it's like, okay, I gotta.
I give up.
This is.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
give up.
lose my voice tomorrow if I keep this up. And once Darav and Nikolai are back, we'll continue.
Back.
Also, her name is the Empress, not Princess. Though it's clearly like an inside joke
Close
in the
enough.
gang, probably
Yeah.
at this point.
Hasn't even played a session, and we're like, princess. Wait.
Are you still here, Ross?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Chris is back.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with Singer, and then we'll move to Salia.
Okay, okay.
So, the 66ers minus Trace arrive at a rather large, very uniform stone building. It kind of just looks like a large square block placed in the middle of the street, but it's unique in that it doesn't really have, like, it's 3 stories tall. It doesn't have a lot of buildings on it, because everything in this district is just construction on construction, almost to the point of half the district looks like an earthquake would just sit it just crash into the ground. But this place is ancient, large and stone. Columns surround it, old artwork, that's long since faded. Nobody really remembers what the artwork depicts or who made it. But in the depths of this ancient building is a hot spring, and this is, well, Crowsfoot's only real bathhouse. This large building, dozens and dozens of people are milling about, waiting in line. But as TikTok approaches, an attendant parts the crowd. We'll just say it's a young gentleman, dressed in simple clothing, clearly one of the attendants.
Wonderful to see you again, sir.
It is good to see you too, Monsieur Lamont. May I interest you in one of your private rooms as usual?
We're gonna need to add 2 more, so I don't know if you have something a little bit bigger.
No, I can accommodate both you and your companions. However, for him, looks to Nikolai. Oh, to him, you'll need one of the larger rooms, I'm afraid.
All right. We all need to relax a little bit. If there's a few extras in the room, that's fine. Just need to stick together.
That will be no problem, Monsieur Normand. Please follow me. And the gentleman leads you through. Nikolai, you kind of just, there's that moment where like you could just smell like that like the snack vendors nearby. And your nose just kind of leads you directly to them, and they're selling all sorts, like this roasted rat. There's centipede skewers. There's a lot of different forms of beetles mixed with mushrooms. There's even some greenery here and there. But what draws your attention the most are those golden beetles. Gold is the color of honey, topped with some kind of dark, twisted seed, and they smell absolutely delightful.
Oh, those look so good.
The vendor, who's just kind of a tall, narrow stick of a woman. Yes, these are the finest beetles. Would you like a bag or two, sir?
I have friends with me, and I have quite the appetite. Let's say yes, and he'll. I will dig out a coin, and this will be my coin expenditure.
Just a large Nikolai-sized bag. It's just filled to brimming with all of these like sweetly spiced beetles, and is handed over to you as several imperial marks leave your grip, disappearing into the lockbox of the food vendor. It is a pleasure to serve you, sir.
Thank you.
And snacks in hand, you all find yourself relaxing in your own private room, filled with the smell of golden beetles, a bubbling alcohol served in a bucket nearby, 3 glasses, and you begin to relax in each other's company.
Cheers to a job well done, my friends.
Are you sure about this? It's like people soup.
People soup, but your muscles will appreciate it afterwards.
And as Nikolai starts to ease down into the water, how many other people use this same water?
Oh, when I come around, that's why you want to stay away from the lower floors. Usually these will end up down each floor after use.
Oh,
Only the freshest at the top.
well, this is good.
Glad we
recommend-
came with you.
If you go in the warm, dunk in the ice, and then jump back in the warm. It'll give your body a little shock.
Nikolai, you
Well.
might flinch at recent shocking memories of your own in Sawtooth's
Yeah.
lair.
I've had enough shocks for one day.
And enjoy while we have the time.
If If it helps, it helps, yes. And he'll sit down and relax and start munching away on his beetles.
Alright, would you all be so kind as to roll your lowest attribute?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Arvis is 4 stress. TikTok is only 2. And Nikolai's a much needed 6.
Nice.
Alright, go and remove those from your stress counters if you haven't already.
Oh, this feels amazing.
I don't think I've actually tried one of those beetles before. Do you mind?
Yes, help yourself.
What's that little seed on top?
I've absolutely no idea. I did not ask. Good is what it is.
I'll eat it.
Sometimes it's better not to know.
They're salty and sweet and filled with a gooey interior that just melts in your mouth. It's good if you don't think about it too much.
I can get used to that. Nice texture.
It is. It's not something I can afford to do all the time, but, on special occasions.
You should take me to your place sometime.
Maybe. That has not gone well in the past.
Yeah, I know.
Arvis dunks down in the tub.
You just see little bubbles from him exhaling underwater.
So, as the 3 gentlemen relax in Singer's bathhouse, the warm water washing away your worries, in the bowels of Crow's Foot, through a maze of canals and damp, dreary tunnels, Anatoly finds himself once more standing in the strange, almost laboratory environment that belongs to Salia. The electroplasmic vaults filled with bubbling goo in various bodies dispersed or sunk beneath into this goo, connected only with what looks to be a breathing apparatus as they undergo some kind of strange treatment. Trace, you are muted, but if you are here...
Oh, yeah. Hey, Salia.
Salia's hunched form just kind of comes forward. Ah, yes, Anatoly. Have you come for more treatment? She rocks back and forth.
Oh, you know. But first, I have a question.
You can ask me anything, Anatoly.
Out there on a job, we encountered a ghost, and we've got it trapped in a bottle. What are the... is it worth anything, or is it caustic?
Her
Can you pacify it?
misshapen, unidentical eyebrows kind of rise in alarm. Oh, Anatoly, you do not want to sell a ghost. Such things are illegal, you know, she says, a small smile tuggling the corners of her misshapen lips. She holds out her twisted fingers. Give it to me, let me see.
Yes. And I'll produce the bottle and allow her to inspect.
This possessed puppet of a creature that you know is Salia takes the bottle and examines it, placing her eye almost touching the glass. Oh, I see. is so angry, such violent tendencies. It's quite mad, I'm afraid. Quite mad. Such
Maybe a bit
happens.
intoxicating.
It happens to many ghosts. After a while, they lose touch with what they once were. Rocks back and forth, back and forth. Would you
Is there any
like
way?
to have me treat him?
If possible?
I can try.
Oh, thank you, Celia. And then maybe he'd like a body for a time.
Are you volunteering, Anatoly? She walks over to
My
one of
first
the...
thought was to try to.
My bad. Go on.
My first thought was to try to contain it in me when it first showed up, but a ham-fisted friend of mine wrestled it into a bottle instead.
I am surprised. Did your friend survive?
Oh yes, he's happy eating beetles and bathing right now.
That is good to hear. She shuffles over to one of the large, like, plasmic, like these big glass cylinder vaults, and she just shoves the bottle into a receptacle at the bottom. Each one has like 8 or 9 receptacles at the bottom, each one of them filled with a glowing bottle that you know to hold some kind of spirit. And with a process you're now familiar with, you find yourself being chained up, lifted to the top of this large cylinder, and a breathing apparatus connected, and lowered into this electroplasmic goop. You watch as Salia twists the bottle that you just handed her, and your thoughts are filled with madness and rage as the person we know as Anatoly fades into the background of his own consciousness. And for a few sweet moments, sweet oblivion takes you. And there's no thoughts, no regrets, no traumatic memories or events playing through your head over and over and over. Just nothingness. And far, far too quickly, that nothingness comes to an end. Go and
No.
roll your lowest attribute, please.
Ooh. Okay. Well,
You heal once,
say
please.
la. Say la. I'll take it. Oh. I felt his anger.
I saw his anger. It was something to behold. Your body's sore from thrashing him against the chain so much, but not bruised or really damaged in any way, such as the skill of the harness that they put you in. With such madness, I do not think you found the rest you were hoping for.
No. Not quite as. Good to note. Do not get possessed by angry ghosts. Does not. It's not as nice.
No, it is not. But I appreciate you trying to help the lost. back on the path.
Thank you. Hopefully the spirit can rest easier now.
I will continue to treat him for some time until he is reconciled.
Thank you, Salia. Oh,
You, Anatoly. Thank you. And with that, you're left to find your way out of the maze-like undercroft of Crowsfoot. The canals and everything that lay between you and home disappearing under fraughtful
Gonna try.
footsteps.
I'm gonna try and like. I was wondering what to do with my second downtime action. I'm like, I don't know. I think it's time to
There's
train.
always training, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go train. I'll do a train.
Don't we have something where you get like
Prowess
extra
training.
during training or something?
It's plus 1 XP if you train
Yes.
an attribute or a playbook.
And if you train prowess, you get an additional +1 because of your Bravos upgrade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
I was
train
thinking
prowess
about-
anyways.
Oh, good.
Thinking about spending a coin to do training as well for an extra downtime.
So on the way back, I'll just try to emulate Arvis a little bit. He's so sneaky. He's such an asshole. It was one of the skills I did not have in the military that he picked really well up on.
Different kinds of intelligence officers, but intelligence officers all the same.
Yeah.
So you spend your time traveling back to the 66er's lair by basically hiding, by trying to sneak up and surprise people, by seeing if you can grab like something off a vendor stall real quick. I mean, it's not really worth anything, but you're just trying to see if you can get away with it.
Be like a hiding in plain sight, just try to be nondescript as possible.
All right,
Yeah.
so go ahead and mark 2 experience on your prowess.
Cool.
Now, does anybody else have any downtime actions they would like to express?
I'd like
Yes.
to spend a coin to train
Okay. What would you like to try?
special abilities. Just trying to work towards an additional ability.
All right, yeah, go ahead. How do you go about training?
I think the being in the bath and doing this with like friends and stuff, I think is just kind of like a push or an urge to wanting more of this high life type of mentality, like with money and stuff. Because my next ability, I'm thinking, is getting a little something on the side. Because we have been out of money for so much, so I'm hoping like if I embody this by doing the baths, having more champagne, like getting that mentality, it'll help drive me to push towards that.
Sure thing.
Mentally pumping myself up.
And Arvis, do you have any downtime actions left?
I would like to train as well, and I will be training Resolve.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and mark an experience on your resolve.
1 or 2?
Just 1. You only get 2 on prowess because you have a Bravos upgrade for it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And we can't have more than 3 for each of those, right?
Individual dots you can have.
Oh, individual dots. That's
Yeah,
right.
like the
Okay.
action ratings, you can't have more than 3 right now.
Cool.
You have to get a mastery upgrade for your lair to get to 4,
Mm.
and it's expensive. So the days pass. And by days, I mean, we'll say it's like the next day. Anatoly. A familiar pecking sound, a buzz on your forehead, wakes you up as you slumber in the upper stairs of Old 66.
I know that. Okay, what do you want, Coin? Ah,
Coin kind of turns its head, looking at you with its favorite eye, the right eye, and in its beak is a small piece of paper that
oh,
it
what's
just
this?
drops onto your face.
Splat. Okay. I'll just like pick it up, look at it, like pull it away from my face.
Written upon that piece of paper are simply two words in a rather inelegant, scratchy style, and those two words are Tangletown.
Tangletown. Alright. What do we know about Tangletown?
So Tangletown, I'll ping it on the map, it's right here. It's this collection of ships in the middle of the river.
Oh.
Right here. Oh, okay.
And if you look at the Crowsfoot section, I'll simply read what it says. Tangletown. Hundreds of years ago, one of the massive Leviathan hunter ships was partially sunk in the river. Since then, it's collected an attendant flotilla of tiny watercraft, all lashed together into a floating neighborhood. Tangletown is considered neutral ground amongst the street gangs of Crowsfoot, and no violence is allowed there.
Smart
Okay.
place to hide.
Yeah, no violence. Well, I suppose just finding a dead body is not violence, eh?
Sounds like a terrible place.
Did you have to kill your target or just find your target?
No, I just had to find their target. Know where he hides out.
Well, then by rights, your job's about done.
Well, it could be anywhere in Tangletown. That's not very descriptive. I owe my friend better than that.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I was gonna say, were they descriptive with how centered in on the target you had to be?
No, but military man has standards.
He's not wrong, he's not wrong. They would like an address.
Yeah, it would be best to find out exactly where in Tangletown. Let me see. If I said, "Oh, here's your contact. He's in Tangletown," you'd go to Tangletown and wander around. You would actually. Never mind.
You
I'm
know
finding it
Steiner well enough to know that he kind of wants the exact location of the gentleman.
Oh yeah, he's got his own job to.
Like, it won't be like he's in this
Roll
boat.
for.
Like he wants like he's in this room.
Yeah.
We don't know what this gentleman looks like, though, do we?
You do not.
This Cotter.
No, we don't know.
Well, it sounds like it might finally be time for a job that I'm actually halfway decent at.
You're so hard on yourself. You caught Stitch.
Yes.
Well, that is why you recruited me.
Without
I'm good
you,
at
he would
finding
have gotten
things.
away.
Hmm. You cut the legs off of many of the Lamblacks too when they were hitting us up.
Well, you all did a wonderful job of keeping them distracted.
Uh-huh. Anyway, should we go to Tangletown?
Yes.
Find our mark.
Sounds like it's time for a scout operation.
Indeed. There's more than kids that you can talk to there, TikTok.
Lovely. Do we want our faces known in this area, or are we wanting this to be more of a not associated with us?
You know what? It would be odd if we were there, we ask about Cotter, and then suddenly he end up dead. We maybe want to be a bit more discreet. It's not usually our style, though. We're pretty brash in the front. To be honest.
That's true. I just don't know what the repercussions are for a non-violent area if it were to come back on us or even the crows.
Makes you think there will be violence.
Looks at Nikolai.
Oh, he's a gentle giant. He'll be
I am
fine.
I am a man of peace.
You try to be. You don't always
And-
find yourself in those situations, though.
If he finds
Yes.
himself in a situation, he's a man of pieces. He just rips them apart.
Yes. Everyone seems to be pissed at me.
There's no danger if you remove the danger.
Just throw them off the boat. Then they're no longer part of Tangletown, eh?
That's true.
Yes, we were just roughhousing. It's not violence.
Just a friendly sparring match, yeah.
Yes. We just wrestle like brothers.
I give
You want the
big
big
hug.
brother.
I may crush back, but I give big hug.
I know you have wrestled me before. It was, even angry. You did a good job protecting me. I didn't actually get hurt, thankfully.
Good. Yes, I will follow your lead. Huh? I behave myself until you say different.
Oh, you were the... Yeah, what they say, brains of the operation. At least the Lamplax think so. I'm not sure if that's very high praise.
Wait, alright, I guess we're going to the boats.
Indeed.
So you hire a gondolier, and this thin gentleman in this large gondola just kind of watches as these four scoundrels go and pick your load capacity. We're not quite doing a score, but we're getting close. So watches these loaded up for trouble gentlemen just getting into the boat with a single directive. You're just take us to Tingletown.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. Don't want to dress too heavy. Just look like I'm looking for trouble, so yeah.
The gondola glides across the Black River water. The constellation of stars buried deep in the surface, even here in the shallow water. Soon you find yourself approaching a motley assortment of floating watercraft, dominated by basically the massive stern of an ancient Leviathan hunter that's just sticking up at like a 45-degree angle from the water. You can still see the spinning blades of its mechanisms. Everything just rusted and falling apart, and underneath that and around it, just boat after boat lashed together with makeshift rope bridges. Anything that they can gather of material to sort of build out this community. Electroplasmic lights flicker to and fro. Birds fly in and out. Crows, not death crows, actual crows, flutter about, picking at the things cast off into the waters. And the sounds of merriment and music can be heard as this is one part. This is like one part of like a community, but it's also like a place where a lot of people come to let off steam that isn't Silk Shore. There's a lot of gambling. There's a lot of merriment. It's one of the few places the various gangs can intermingle with each other with no fear of being, violenced, as it were, as the punishments for breaking the Tangletown peace are rather severe. Soon the gondola glides up to a small fishing boat on the edge that serves as a small dock. Welcome to Tangletown. Please enjoy. Would you like me to wait here for you, or is this going to be a short stay or a longer stay?
Hopefully pretty short. Business could be conducted quickly, I hope.
I will wait for a time.
No,
Not too
question for
long.
you. Question to help expedite our stay. Who would we talk to? Someone that knows someone, you know? Someone that knows everyone, if you know the comings and goings of certain people.
You're either going to hate me or love me for this. We'll find out.
It's Maddie.
It is.
I love it.
Hence the piece.
Hence the enforced piece, yeah.
Well, you must talk to the mayor of Tangletown.
Oh,
Mayor Maddie.
You will find Mad Maddie on the Leviathan's Folly. It's the big ship whose ass is in the water. That is where she holds court.
ah. Excellent, thank you. You're most helpful.
He gives you a nod. I will wait. Go, go. I have money to make.
Okay.
You're scaring away the paying customers.
Oh, okay, let's get going.
Very
To
scary.
Mayor Mad Maddie, I know we are a bit more gruff than most people. It's fine. It's fine. It was a Leviathan?
That's what he says.
Alright, let's go.
Leviathan's Folly, which is the name of the big broken former Leviathan hunter ship.
Mm-hmm.
So the outer boats are kind of served as just docking points. They're just small fishing boats that have kind of been dilapidated or like just patched up into these makeshift sort of just like I said, docks. But once you get past those, you start getting to the domiciles. These are like the larger, like 30, 50, 100-foot long crafts that are also aged, but they've been turned into makeshift gambling parlors, living quarters for the people who do stay here. There's a lot of alcohol flowing. There's a lot of bars, music, both crude. The music here is very crude. It's a lot of fiddling. It's a lot of like broken, kind of out of tune piano music, just mingling with sea shanties and other stuff. This is a place where you're kind of guaranteed a fun time as long as you abide the rules. Every once in a while, you'll see an enforcer, which is just these large women and gentlemen who kind of go about. They have billy clubs, but they don't really use them. They don't like menace it with them, but they are armed. But what marks them is that they wear a coat of what looks to be like fishnets, like heavy-duty fishnets woven into some kind of fish leather, and these ladies and gentlemen are sort of the enforcers of this area. As you're walking by, one of these enforcers kind of looks at you. You're new here. Haven't seen your faces. Are you looking for something specific?
Actually, we're hoping to meet Madam Maddie.
You, whose face I don't know, want to meet Mad Maddie. Why?
Hope to create a relationship of sorts. Just have a question. Thinking that she might know if someone, well, she'd probably know everybody here, and we're kind of just looking to meet up with an old friend.
And under the idea that she knows everyone here, it would be good to introduce ourselves, yeah?
Exactly. Know a few more of us in that case.
So you've come to beg Maddie for favors. I get it. You're not the first one today. Won't be the last.
Beg is a strong word. We have many skills we can provide.
Well, if you can get in to see her, good luck.
Could you perhaps
Oh.
point us in the right direction, friend?
He looks a few ships behind him at the big, the big bow up, plate broken Leviathan Hunter. I think you can find the way.
Why is it so hard to see Maddie?
Everybody wants to see Maddie, friend.
Oh. She is very important.
She's the mayoress of Tangletown, the most important person here. Don't you forget that.
Never. Never forget.
Never forgive.
What was your name, sir?
Name's Charlton.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
You too. With that, he just kind of meanders past.
Thank you, Charlton. Oh. How do we want to approach it? Getting an audience with Maddie. Seems like we might be waiting a while if we just punch a ticket.
Let's
Ugh.
see.
Maybe we
Seems
see.
like there's only two ways
Oh,
that are a good way to get to see Maddie.
yeah.
Seems like maybe do something wrong or do something very right.
I prefer right in this place. Wrong seems to get us beat up by those guys.
Yes.
Charlton over there. Maybe we could create a distraction for some of the other people. Bump ourselves in line, if you know what I mean.
Maybe if we win a lot at the gambling tables,
Oh,
that could
anyone
cause
here lucky?
them eyes to focus, you know?
You good with cards or dice?
Depends on if it's the house cards or my own.
Oh, a sly. Yes. Hmm.
It's not gambling when I do it. It's losing.
I know.
It's like charity.
You are so easy to read, friend.
Yes, I have. I am an open book.
And apparently an open wallet.
we could kind of see if there's a long line to meet Maddie, if it's like
Hmm.
a here take a number, or if
Yeah.
it's oh your request is not important enough type of situation. Just see what it's like over there.
There
and then
may
make
be
a
an
decision.
underling that can help provide details on our request. We may need to grease some palms or make good. Make more
Yeah.
promises of jobs to be done, even though I would probably prefer to do jobs of not our enemies.
True.
It's the only real currency we have at this point.
As our labor?
Yes.
Fuck. I am working for others again. Great. That was the point of starting the gang.
We're
Nah, whatever.
subcontractors.
How do we get rich by spending all of the money that we make.
We get rich by buying other people to do our jobs, and then making money off of us making money off their labor. Oh no! See, at least
Maybe
our
we
coin
have.
that we earn is honest
Oh, perish the
in a
thought.
in the fashion.
Yeah, I say we take a chance going up to Maddie's mansion.
Yeah, let's see. We can at least scope it out.
All right.
Should we just ask people for this Charlton?
You mean Codder?
Oh,
Charlton.
Coder, yes. Do we
Um,
just ask people for Coder? I mean,
if it gets back to Codder, that's very bad.
Is
oh,
there? Yeah.
He,
do you
he
think
will go
people
deep.
you think people will tell him?
If the wrong person overhears us, we don't know his contacts. We don't know why he's here. We know
We could be
nothing.
asking Cotter where Cotter is.
We could be
Oh.
asking Cotter where Cotter is. Yes. Oh,
We don't know
There
Maybe
is-
you
what
guys
his
are
foal
so
looks
smart.
like.
yeah. We'll keep our brains behind the box.
We're not working with a lot here.
You just keep looking good for those lamp blacks, eh?
All right, to Matty's.
Tomatis.
Soon you find yourself standing before a large, well-made for this area bridge of wood and rope, leading from the second largest vessel to the first. The first, of course, being the Leviathan's Folly, which sits at a strange angle. The door has been adjusted for this angle, and you can presume most of the things beyond have as well. But standing before this door is I guess would be like a balcony, upon which about a half dozen people wait, with a few large of those fish-netted guards keeping them at bay. Clearly, these half dozen or so people are trying to get in for probably the similar reasons you are. But they're just idling about, waiting their turn, as it were. And with each creaky step, you find yourself closer and closer to joining the queue, as it were.
After waiting there for a while, is it kind of like a, all right, who's next, or is it like a number 74?
It's neither. Like if you just walk there and wait a while, and like nobody addresses you, nobody talks to you, the guards just are there to guard.
I'll go up to one of the guards. It seems like everyone's milling about. How do we go speak with Mayoress Maddie?
Ah, you want to petition Maddie. State your reason and your names.
We are looking for a friend that came here. Maybe a week back. I'd like to establish contact. I am Anatoly. Arvis.
Iron Draft.
Compatriot over here. And the big guy, he is Nikolai.
Hello.
The guard kind of looks at all of you. So you're telling me that the friend of 4 scoundrels came to the only neutral ground in all of Duskfall and forgot to tell said scoundrel friends where he was staying, to the point that those same scoundrel friends have to petition the very mayoress of Tangletown to find him. Is
Well, we
that
don't
what
need
you're
to-
telling me, Anatoly?
We don't necessarily need Maddie. Either yourself, Her Majesty. We could. Anyone who keeps records,
Then do
talk
so.
to a cleric.
And he shuts down the conversation immediately.
Uh,
You're like, we don't need Maddie. We can. Then do so. Just done.
where would I find one of the?
That's your problem, Anatoly.
Hmm.
Try not lying to me next time.
I am not a very good talker.
He keeps calling us scoundrels like it's a bad thing.
They
It's
did
kind
not
of
find their
normal,
story
really.
very believable. Yeah, maybe we need a better story.
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Hey, you went with gambling line. Maybe we are here to spend some money with a friend. We just have lost our friend, and he is our, maybe our sponsor.
He's our source of of income,
Yeah,
which is not a lie.
that's true.
He is a source of income.
Yeah, what do they call those nowadays? Sugar daddies?
I can't believe this friend tells you to find this man and doesn't give you a picture, doesn't give you a
Hey.
description.
No, I don't understand. He probably doesn't know himself, just that he has job.
Oh, so we are subcontractors.
Yes, or subcontractors. I don't know how far the sub chain goes down. Maybe we are submarine.
Well, I could use a sandwich.
Maybe Cotter hired your contact to hire you to find himself.
Maybe. That sounds expensive.
That's confusing.
Fun little game.
Can I just take a moment to like survey the area and kind of overhear what people are talking about, see what their problems are?
You could survey. Study might be better. But you could use survey.
I do. Okay, I'll study. I think. Scrutinize details. Interpret evidence. You might gather information from documents, newspapers, books. You might research in esoterics too. You might closely analyze a person to detect lies or true feelings. And survey. You might spot telltale signs of trouble before it happens. You might uncover opportunities or weaknesses. I don't know. What would you prefer?
I'll leave it up to you.
I'm gonna go with study. Sweet.
It's always fun when that happens. Most people are here for the same reason you are. Not necessarily to find Cotter Swain, but to gain audience with Mad Maddie, the mayoress of Tangletown. They all have their various reasons. There's a few young men that look desperate, like they're searching for someone. There's a more mercantile fellow that looks like he wants to have this meeting to enterprise and connect in a way. Everyone's here for a very selfish reason, and as you watch, you even see more people come up and start talking. And the strange thing is, most of the people who come and talk to the guards are shut down pretty quickly if they're lying. The only people that seem to have a pleasant experience don't get shut down the same way, because he called you out for lying pretty hard. And everybody else who walks up,
Sure did. Yeah.
everybody else who walks up that even you kind of gain, like, oh, that, even you studying them, you can kind of tell the telltale signs of, like, somebody lying. He shuts every single one of the liars down. It's only the people that are truthful that are invited to wait a turn.
Shit.
Oh, he did say next time.
Maybe I just leave and you guys try convincing him with the truth. I don't know that.
Does it seem to be only one guard that people are talking to, or is there, like you said, a line of guards?
There's
I
two
don't know.
guards, but only one of them is doing the talking.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maybe I just sit this one out, eh?
Or you could just simply tell him the truth.
Yeah, I've already fucked up.
Go roam
Apologize
around the
and try again.
floor.
My dear sir, I apologize for my friend before. Seemed to be a little mistaken. So we are in fact looking for someone, but the problem is we don't really know what they look like. We only have a name. I promise you we don't mean any harm to this individual, and we want to upkeep your peace here. But this man, in fact, is an opportunity for us to be able to make some money, which, who knows, we could eventually pay back in this lovely town of yours. But we're at sort of a loss at the moment, and we just need to be steered in the right direction. If there's any way you can help us, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Alright, so this will be an action roll for you. You're not lying, technically. So what action would you like
Omission.
to...
I would like
Use-
to try to sway this guy.
Alright, go ahead and roll it.
And do I get an extra dice if I do a stress?
You can spend 2 stress to push yourself.
Two
Ooh.
stress to push myself. So then that will be controlled, risky, desperate,
Oh, this is controlled.
controlled, standard, and a +1 die.
Yes, because you push yourself.
Perfect. All right.
Make sure you mark that 2 stress. Oh, you crit.
I did.
Boxcars.
Whew.
The man listens to you. Well, you're not lying, like your companion was.
He's new to this whole talking thing. Doesn't know how to socialize with lovely people, such as yourself.
So you want to see Mad Matty to make money, and in return you're going to spend that money in Mad Matty's businesses.
There can be a profit for both. I saw some of your gambling tables. They looked pretty lovely.
He smiles at that. What's the name of this person you're looking for?
Otter. And I look back at the group. I don't remember his last name.
Swain.
Swain, yeah.
Cotter Swain?
Yeah.
I'll send a message through. Wait here,
I appreciate
spell.
I appreciate your service, sir.
I'm sure you do. And with that, he steps through, past the door, into the Leviathan's Folly. There's several long minutes of everybody just kind of waiting and waiting. Soon,
This place looks so fun.
soon he comes back out. Maddie has determined that it would be interesting to talk to you.
Oh.
He holds the door open. You will follow me and be respectful. So
Much appreciate.
we're kind of doing a score right now. Though this one has naturally occurred more so than anything, we're kind of doing a social score.
Mm-hmm.
So, you enter the Leviathan's Folly, and it is a strange experience. Everything is kind of misshapen because it's at a tall ass fucking 45-degree angle just sticking out the river. But people have taken materials and they've reshaped the floors, some of the walls. But the architecture here is just odd. Sometimes the roof is just a little too slanted. Sometimes the hallways are just a little too much like a corkscrew when you look at distance, and it's unnerving. But you're led through these corridors, crawling with Tangletown nobility, they would call them. Merchants that are in good with Maddie. Several of Maddie's personal entourage, the enforcers, if you will. But pretty soon you find yourself in the old engine room, the engine having long since been taken away and replaced with a set of steps up to a large dais where a throne of driftwood and old ships has been made. This room is packed with just enforcers and merchants and everybody just kind of holding court in this area. Maddie herself is a largish woman. She stands very tall and she's very portly. And she's dressed in a strange, sort of eccentric way. Like a noble's gown, faded a little bit, but every button is a bit different. She wears a cape of violently violet fishnets, and her hair is done up in a beehive of a spiral in some ways. Jewelry decorates her, but it's not jewelry that, like, oh, that's going to be worth a lot. It's jewelry that's caught her eye for other things, like, for other reasons, like cowrie shells, like a necklace of cowrie shells, like a ring that's old and of old faded wood. And she looks down at you as you enter. Well, hello there. It's so interesting to get new people in my domain. Now tell me, I hear you're looking for someone and that only old dearie me can help.
I definitely bow out of respect. I just say, I am most mesmerized in meeting the mysteriously majestic Mayor Mad Maddie.
Oh, well, aren't you just a sweetheart? They do say flattery will get you everywhere. You can tell that, like, she's got pretty thick makeup on. But, like, the eyeshadows are different color, like, the lipstick's, like, a little weird. Like, clearly there's something off about this woman. There's a reason they call her Mad Maddie. So perhaps she is just a little mad, as it were.
Seeing the jewelry that she has that's kind of just like knick-knacky and just kind of like got its own little like I'm forgetting the word, like unique stuff. I'm just gonna say, I know this has no worth, but just in meeting you, I appreciate the time that you've allotted us, and I would like to give her it's just costume jewelry, but it's like gonna be like a gold ring with like a ruby in the shape of a star. That's just costume jewelry, but I said this may not have much worth, but I think it would go well with the rest of your accessories. And I hand it to one of the guards to take up to her if they do. And I say, and you are correct. We are indeed searching for someone that we happen to know is in your town, and we're just hoping to get a better idea of where they are.
The guard takes the ring and kind of looks at it, and Mad Maddie hears your words. Let's see. Let's make it an action roll to see how well she receives your gift. What action roll would you like to make to sort of impress your well-meaningness and generosity upon her?
Maybe consort? Socialize friends and contacts.
Concert does seem like it would be pretty effective.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can give him a hand by, kind of pouring on the compliments.
We'll pour them on.
Oh, well then. He is right. That jewelry absolutely is lovely. And just love what you've done with your makeup.
Alright, go ahead and take a stress, Arvis. And Drav, go and make your consort roll with +1 dice.
Ooh. Wait, why do I only have 1 die?
You forgot to add the
because
extra die.
is it just a 6?
You can just slash, yeah, I was gonna say. Ooh, a 6.
Much better.
She stands up and kind of places her right hand like over her heart. Oh my, you are such a smooth talker. She looks down. Will you just give him back up that ring? I think it's only fitting that he put it on himself. And she kind of holds up her hand. Please ascend the staircase. Your words are so flattering.
I feel so lucky to be nearing your presence. And I go up. And I look back with like that awkward smile towards the guys like, ugh.
It is quite an honor, my friend.
I make my way up. I ascend.
Like you ascend this basically this old bits of metal hole that have just been shaped into a staircase. And as you get
My
closer and
feet are
closer, like Maddie towers over you. Maddie's like a shade over, like 7 foot tall. And she's like a rather large woman. She holds out one of her fingers. Why don't you just push it on one of that finger right there? Yes, that's right, the right index finger. Oh, I'm sure it'll fit nice and snug.
Since it is a fake ring, I maybe like break the bottom of it a little bit to be able to bend it out if it needs to get wider to fit.
Like that jewelry that's like clipped at the
Yeah.
bottom so it can like fit any size, yeah. And as you slide it on her finger, she just looks at it and smiles. Oh my, it's just as beautiful as you said. Oh, I never doubted you for a minute. And she places her left hand on your right shoulder. Oh, just look at you giving me jewelry and sweet talking me. Oh, I could just eat you alive.
It would be an honor. any I mean, your words are flattering me.
With that, she kind of waits, expecting, why isn't it proper that you kiss a ring of a lady?
Oh, my. Yeah, and I go for that.
She smiles warmly as you kiss her ring. And then she sits back down on her heavy driftwood throne. Oh my, it does fit with everything, don't it? Oh, she's lost in the sparkle of the red glass. And like one of the guards is kind of motioning you to get back down from the steps.
I do like the backwards, like you bow as you back up a little bit, and then I make my way down.
Well, all right. Why don't you tell me who you're looking for, and maybe I can help?
We're looking for a man by the name of Cotter Sign.
Oh, you're looking for old Carter.
Oh, so you do know him?
Of course I do. He paid me protection money about a week and a half ago to keep him safe here in Tangletown.
Wonderful. Well, yeah, we personally don't mean him any harm. We just we heard he was in this area, and we just that's literally all. And we don't expect any issues to happen. Just we just we're looking for the man.
You know what,
So-
honey? Why don't you just stop for just a second? I want to talk to that big guy right there. Points to Nikolai.
You're in for it now, bud.
And I'm sure he would love to talk
Darling,
to you.
I
and
said
let-
stop talking. Please don't make me say it again. She turns her attention to Nikolai. Now, excuse me, sweetheart. What's your name?
Oh, hello. My name is Nikolai.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Nikolai. Look at you looking all big and intimidating. Oh, you look like you're about to break some skulls just standing there. Oh.
No, I am nice guy.
All right. Oh, I believe you. I'm sure you're such a nice guy. Now, I'm pretty good at telling lies apart from truths. As a matter of fact, all of my little enforcers here are pretty good about it. So I'm gonna ask you some questions, and if you lie to me, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my. Okay.
Now, why don't you tell me, is any harm gonna come to Carter Swain if I tell you where he is? Not necessarily by you, but perhaps by, someone you might tell of his location or other such I'm lying but not really lying nonsense? I've heard it all.
Oh, I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I don't think so. We're just supposed to find him.
Probably.
And who told you to find this gentleman, Carter Swain?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask.
Who does know?
And he'll turn to the group. Who, who knows?
Oh, it was a contact of mine. Friend.
Oh, a friend of yours. What's your name, sweetheart?
I am Anatoly. It is nice to make your acquaintance.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, too. I love the name Anatoly. It just kind of rolls off the tongue.
You're so nice.
Oh, thank you. Everyone loves my name today.
So you tell me, Anatoly, which one of your friends sent you to find Carter Swain?
He's actually quite a dangerous man, to be honest.
Oh,
Does this
I
dangerous man of yours want to kill Carter Swain?
It would be a reasonable assumption, I would say, given his line of work.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Having known Carter Swain for only a week and a half, I can see why somebody want to kill him.
Oh.
he does
What
not
is-
sound like a nice guy.
Oh, he's a bit insufferable, but it pays good coin, and, well, coins, well, money covers a lot of people's shortcomings, if you know what I mean, sweetheart.
Hmm. Yes, it does. You're very honest.
Look, I have a reputation to maintain here in Tangletown. I can't allow anybody to be killed on my territory. So if I tell you what Carter Swain is, and then you go tell that big scary fella and he kills him in Tangletown, well, that's just going to be a bit of an incident. I can't have the gangs fighting on my lovely little ships.
This is true.
So I'll tell you what. What are you going to give me to kick Carter Swain out of Tangletown?
That's a good question. We don't really have money. We do. We are skilled ourselves, usually. Depends what you want us to do. We could do something for you. I don't know what rubs you have going on right now.
Oh, so you want to trade me a favor? In exchange for a favor?
Yeah. Does that suit your fancy?
So she's talked to multiple people. So I feel like this would be a good, like, group check. A group social check. So who would like to lead this group social check?
Good question. I could try.
Do they, is it better to have the person with the best skills lead, or?
Not necessarily. The way it works is everybody rolls and we just take the highest. So you don't have to be the best at it because the person who's best at it still can roll. It's just that the person leading it takes a point of stress for every 1 to 3 rolled.
Takes the stress, yeah.
I wouldn't mind taking the stress, but I personally don't think I should because she did tell me to stop talking. So I'm not going to take the lead on that.
I think
All right,
Anatoly's okay with taking the lead on this one. Yeah,
All right.
Okay.
this is his job after all.
So I feel like this is definitely like we're definitely trying to sway her into doing this. I feel like is the best one. Sway or concert. I'll let you guys choose. At least those seem
I was
like
gonna choose.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna choose consort.
Concert's fine.
Okay.
So group concert roll.
Controlled, risky, desperate.
It's pretty controlled. You're not in a lot of danger right now.
Okay.
So everybody make a concert check.
And if you don't have it, it's roll 2d6 and keep the lowest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless you push yourself.
Sorry.
Let's see. Oh,
Now we
And then
still
it's-
need
controlled standard.
yes, that's fine.
Wah wah wah. Sorry.
Anatoly will
take
take
two
2
stress?
stress. Yeah.
Okay.
As you've pled your case, you've done your best to kind of cover everybody's shortcomings. Like even Drav got told basically to shut the fuck up in a very polite way
Mhm.
from this rather large strange woman. Oh well, in exchange of favors, that just sounds pleasant. How about this? We're gonna exchange favors, and I'm gonna see to it that this gentleman, Carter Swain, is delivered to the Hold on, I gotta check the fucking name real quick. Apologies. And I'll make sure that this Carter Swain fellow is delivered to Limmerfield in about 2 days' time. Does that work for you?
Yes. Where is Limmerfield?
Oh, it's just that little island off of Crowsfoot across the way. It's exactly where
Perfect.
Arvis has his token, pretty much.
Yeah. Is there a specific location in Limmerfield he will be?
Oh, you know what? I'll have him delivered directly to the center of Limmer's Park. It's the park on Limmerfield.
Limmer's Park, 2 days.
Absolutely. And I think with that, a favor for a favor, because I gotta tell you, that man is just insufferable. He's been really
Oh.
preying on my hospitality, and while his coin is good for some things, some people think coin is a good replacement for manners, and I gotta tell you, it is not, gentlemen. It is not a replacement for manners.
No. Absolutely not. This man is very brusque, you say.
Oh, that's putting it lightly. I can see why somebody wants him dead. A couple more weeks of this, and I might have killed him myself.
Oh. Well. I am glad to not know the man, I suppose. Very glad to make your acquaintance. What bothers you, though, or are we keeping a favor for a while?
Oh, we're gonna just play this one close to the chest, darling. But I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna let the favor linger too much longer, okay? And don't make
Okay.
yourself strangers at Tangletown. I'd love to see you here. Oh, putting your pretty faces in my casinos and drinking, maybe come and paying old Maddie a visit every once in a while. What say you?
Oh, that sounds excellent. I would definitely. Do you have. This may sound weird, but do you have anyone who consorts with ghosts? In a way.
Oh, you're asking if I have a whisper at my disposal, or just a friend that happens to be a little strange?
I mean, my knowledge is they're both the same, but.
Oh, then you do know a whisper or two, because they are both basically the same. Of course, darling, I know a whisper.
Could you get me in contact with them? I want to see if they have specific ways to help me. I have a malady. Comes from my time in the military.
I like music.
Oh, that's Melody, darling. That's Melody. He means malady. It's sort of like a sickness.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't even know what you meant. Thanks for connecting the dots there. I was like, what the fuck? Nikolai sometimes is just dumb. She
She's
is gentle, though.
she's so nice.
She is.
Truly a commodity in the streets of Duskfall. Not too many people are just nice. But when she did
Yes,
say that
true.
she'd kill you, you knew for a second she meant it.
Yep.
You know what? I'll send you a name here in a. Next time I see you, I'll give you a name. I don't know any whispers offhand that I'm willing to deal out that I don't deal with personally. But if you give me a little bit of time, I'll find you a contact.
Of personal? No, I won't talk about that. Thank you. I much appreciate. It'd be nice to be able to to be able to relax in a place that you feel safe at.
Well, everybody's safe in Tangletown.
Exactly.
Alright, well, I got a lot of work to do today. I got a lot of people wanting my attention for so many droll matters. It was nice to get a breath of fresh air with you lot.
And we are glad to take an annoyance out of your hair.
Oh, anytime, darlings, anytime. By the time I call in that favor, I'll have that contact for you. Ta-ta. She
Thank you.
takes
Ta-ta.
a handkerchief out of her breast, like her chest of her
Mhm.
dress, and like waves it in like a goodbye manner.
I'll just bow and walk backwards.
I'll look up for a second, give a little wink.
Oh, TikTok.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, big fella. Goodbye, charming gentleman who can't speak right now, 'cause I'll kill him if he does. Don't worry, you can speak next time. Bye.
He's nice and funny.
Somehow, TikTok, you're always the one getting threatened. Or it's
After we're
just
out of earshot from Maddie, because
straight up hurt.
she's like, I have a way with ladies.
Mm.
Well,
They
you
call her
have
Matt.
your
She seemed perfectly cromulent to me.
Yes, where does the madness come from?
Maybe we
In the
don't want to
eyes.
know, though.
Yes, I would agree.
One of the enforcers appears, much like Arvis tends to, just suddenly there.
Oh, hello.
A lot of people ask themselves that, and nobody rightly knows. You did good to stay on the good side of her. Let me show you out.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, follow me. And he leads you through the sort of strange hallways of the Leviathan's Folly until once more you find yourself on the balcony. We've been told to let you in to see Maddie anytime you wish. Though I wouldn't bother her with too many mundane things.
We'll make sure to remember that, friend.
Next
Appreciate
time,
the time.
TikTok will bring more jewelry. Eh? And I'll just kind of wink to TikTok.
I have a drawer.
That's not a bad idea. She likes the shiny things.
Maybe we can have Nikolai give it to her next time.
Magpie
Seem to fancy
Maddie.
him.
Oh, she seemed to fancy you, other than your tongue.
My tongue has other uses.
Oh my.
Just no speaking. Yeah.
It's not speaking. Take that all the time. She did give Nikolai a little up and down, so maybe that will be her favor.
No. I doubt it. It's probably
Little-
something that
little neat man.
requires violence.
Well, you got your name and your location.
Yeah. Alright, coin. Let me write. What was it? Lynn Park,
The
something
center
like
of
that.
Limmer's Park, 2 days
Limmer's
hence.
Park, 2 days hence. Yeah. I'll write it on a note and attach it to the Ghost Raven. That doesn't work. Flop. Oh yeah.
Well, we already established he managed to carry a message from the Beggar Queen.
That's true.
So it's
That's
not
true.
always a
Oh yeah.
ghost. He can just go
Drop
through
the
things
paper.
sometimes.
He can go with it. Yeah. Go, Quinn. Thank you, my little bird.
So what is written on this message?
Yeah, Livers Park 2 days hence. Cotter will be delivered.
Be careful with all the information you put down on a piece of paper.
That's true. Maybe.
Someone's familiar enough with your Raven, you don't know if they'll intercept it.
Okay, that's a good point. Raven, instead, I'll just take the note, scribble that out. Just be like, meet me. Oh, where's a good meeting place, eh?
The center of a public park?
Yeah.
Perhaps Limmer's
suppose.
Park?
Just meet me at Livers Park as soon as possible, eh? And I'll send him flying.
Coin just takes off with just a call. Starts flapping away. Ghostly feathers falling in his wake only to disappear before they actually hit the ground. And you now find yourselves in the center of Tangletown.
Oh.
Honestly, that social scene could have gone a lot worse, but you guys are feeling pretty good. You traded favors.
Nice.
I'm a little bit stressed.
How does one open up a line of credit?
Open a line of credit. Oh, are you going to go gambling?
Maybe not right now, but future
Inquire.
possibilities.
Yes, I should go to the park and wait for my friend. Coin is pretty fast, usually. And I'll be honest, I do not want to see what kind of debauchery you get up to.
Yes, I will come to the park with you. I've said before, I am terrible with gambling.
If I don't leave with you guys now, I might not see you very soon, so we'll return.
Probably smart.
I don't know when that boat will be back.
What about you, Arvis? Are you staying or going?
As much as I would like to stay, I think leaving would be a good idea.
So once more you find yourselves meandering through the gambling boats and the bars, finding yourself on that same gondola with the same gondolier as he pushes off and taking you across to Limmer's Park. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Anytime you need a ride, remember, Gerard is the best in the business.
Gerard.
With a few coins in his hand, he leaves you at Limmer's Field, near the park, and casts off into the inky black river once again. So you're kind of by Tafeta Bridge, which is here. This is that big bridge that leads into Silkshore. Perhaps the busiest bridge in the city, because Silkshore is the pleasure district. So Limmer's Park is just, it's covered in electroplasmic lights. There's people kind of dancing, like, there's a lot of people who are hungover and kind of stumbling around. This is like where the people leaving Silkshore, a lot of them don't make it home. They just find themselves waking up in Limmer's Park. That's where you now find yourself.
And if you guys ever woken up in here, I know I have after one too many times. Certain pleasantries.
I don't know if I've ever been to this park. It's kind of nice. Let's see. I want to come here all the time, but the trees are kind of pretty.
It's fun for an evening stroll a time or two.
It's one of
Arvis, I have a challenge for you.
A challenge for me.
My friend. He will come to find us, but he's usually pretty sneaky. He surprises me often. I want to know if you can surprise him.
Very well,
Just
very well.
for a fun.
I'll go ahead and toss on my cloak and attempt to make myself disappear, so to speak.
I'll have you roll. I'll have you roll when he shows up,
All right.
because this could go a couple of ways.
Yeah, maybe.
So you're one of the few green places in Crowsfoot. There's not a lot of parks. Okay, who's breathing in their mic? I think it's Ross.
That's me. Big sigh.
So it's one of the few police like electroplasmic glow lights. I'm sorry, grow lights. Just ring this whole area, doing their best to make the greenery here healthy in the absence of the sun. There's a lot of people dancing. There's a lot of people just drunkenly singing, wandering to and back. A few people in the trance, the telltale trance of trance powder, just kind of wandering around almost like drug zombies. And you wait here for about an hour before Anatoly feels a tap on his shoulder. Hello,
Oh.
Anatoly.
Fuck. How do you always do that? I was actually looking for you this time.
Go ahead and make a prowl check. I presume it's going to be prowl.
Oh, yeah. And just to make it interesting, I think I'm going to push myself.
Okay.
So it's 2 stress?
Yes. It's going to be a desperate situation.
Oh, desperate. Damn it.
You get experience for this, but if you fail, it's pretty bad.
Shit.
Yeah, trying to sneak up on an assassin. There we go.
Hey, you got a critical.
6er's.
Okay, mark your experience. You get 1.
All right.
It is a business thing. It's good to stay quiet. Just
Yes,
then,
yes, it
like,
is.
Arvis sneaks up on him,
Yes, it is important to be quiet.
and he doesn't jump out of his skin. He doesn't seem to react at all. But you know, like, he was thoroughly surprised. I seem you have found another sneaky friend, Anatoly. You're collecting them, it seems.
Oh, you types are great people.
We are.
Except this one. He makes fun of me all the time. Says
Does
I
your
need to
friend-
retire or some shit.
Does your friend have a name?
Echo's the name. How you doing?
I did not think this would be a social call, Anatoly.
Sorry, I made a wager. Anyways, Codder, he will be here in 2 days hence.
And where was he, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, Tangletown under the protection of Mad Maddie. We had to trade a favor to get him off. I hope, maybe when that favor is called, you can assist? I don't know what the favor is yet, though.
Perhaps, but keep in mind I am paying you well for this information.
This is true. True.
I think that is favor enough for now. Especially since I am to be the butt of your wagers.
I apologize. I just had to.
I understand. I have done such things to you for so long. You needed to get your power back, as they say.
You always surprise me, friend.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Echo. I am Steiner. If you do that to me again, I will kill you. But other than that, it's a pleasure to meet you. You're pretty sure he's not serious about the killing part.
But there's always the chance that he is.
As the rascal, Echo does get himself in trouble.
I will take you on your word. The word of you and Mad Maddie. That explains much. I myself did not look in Tangletown. I did not think he would hide there of all places. Mad Maddie is mad for a reason. Her moods come and go. I'm pretty sure he would not hide there very long before she kicked him out or killed him.
She did say he was insufferable. Bad manners.
The people who find themselves at the end of my blade are usually insufferable to someone. He smiles. It's almost like a rictus grin.
True.
And he reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a parcel. I will pay you now. Your word is good to me, Anatoly. You've never lied before. Some baubles from previous jobs. May they go far in advancing your station, and the station of all these friends I see before me.
Kyo.
And he hands you this paper-wrapped bundle that's a little heavy, but you can hear the rattling of chains and feel the weight of it.
Thank you. I appreciate your trust in this matter. I would not want to cross you, that is for sure.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
We've had some good times.
I promise you, if a contract for your life comes across my desk, I won't take it. Hell,
Oh, thank you.
if you play your cards right, I might even warn you.
Well, maybe that can be the favor you offer if, when you get Cotter.
Perhaps. 2 days hence, I'll be waiting. Good day, Anatoly. Echo.
Good day, Stanner.
And with that, he gives you a little bow and walks away, blending into the drunken crowd after only a few steps.
And I'll just kind of like shake the parcel at the rest of the party. Hey, we should probably get back. See what bubbles are offered.
Oh, hey, that was good.
Didn't need so much violence this time.
No.
Just talk to Maddie and
Sometimes it takes a gentle touch.
you and Drav get somewhat harassed.
It only cost you a undisclosed job at a future date, of which you now have 3.
Yeah.
We're really racking them up.
Mm-hmm. Let's make our money while we can.
So parcel in hand, do we all make our way back to Old 66?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
So,
Yeah.
once more back in the safety of your rail car, the package is cut open and revealed jewelry, rings, gems, bars of silver and gold, valuables galore. It's a good score, probably the best you've come across in recent weeks. Half of what was promised to Steiner is what was promised, and well, if Steiner's getting paid this much to kill Cotter, then Cotter must have pissed off someone really important, because this is 6 coin total. Divvy that up as you may.
6 coin between 4 people.
Well, your crew, has a vault as well that has 1 coin.
Oh, yeah.
That currently has 1 coin in it because I put the extra coin from the last job in it.
Okay.
But your vault can only carry 4 coin before you have to upgrade it, so keep that in mind.
How do we upgrade it?
It's a crew upgrade, so when you increase your tier, you can upgrade your
Okay.
layer.
We also have a stash.
You also have a stash. That's where you can put your personal coin to invest it, and every 10 points of stash, you get a lifestyle. Like your lifestyle goes up a bit.
Okay.
Just keep in mind that putting stash in is 1 coin to 1, but taking out, it takes 2 away from your stash to get 1 coin back out. So
Oh.
it's not something
okay.
you want to dip into. It's like a savings account, kind of. And it's meant to
Yeah.
represent like investments, things that go towards your future.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Getting out of being scoundrels.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
So I'll go and put 2
Okay.
coin in your vault. So you'll be able
And
to
then everyone else get 1.
get 1, and that'll be easiest. And that could just, like, you can use that coin however. Like, if somebody wants to use it, they can just like, hey, can I use it for this or that or whatnot.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, we're making money.
We making money. I like the idea that the Cotter disappears tracker was like, well, Maddie just kills him if we don't get to him in time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cotter disappears, not runs away. Cotter disappears.
Disappears because Maddie just and Steiner loses out on the contract because Cotter dead, but not from him.
This was
Not as
like
funny.
The smoothest. We didn't really do an engagement roll. We kind of just did it like we didn't play by the rules as it. We just went a little loosey goosey on this
A
one.
little just naturally flowed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because once favors became involved, it's like we'll have to cross that bridge again eventually.
It's true.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna pay for those later.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was like, why are you guys agreeing to favors with the people we don't like? What? But oh well.
Well, it was that or pretty much die right there, most likely.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if we say no to them later, then at least we've lived a couple more days.
It's a tomorrow problem,
True.
not a today problem.
Exactly. Boy.
All right, real quick. So I'll run through the post score stuff because this was a very light score. It wasn't really meant to be like an in-depth one. This is the one I thought you'd take first. So it was meant to be like the easier score.
No, we went with smashing up Stitch first. Yeah.
All right, so you already got the payoff. It was a pretty standard score. It was a 6 coin. It was smooth and quiet, low exposure. You didn't really do anything to draw attention to yourself. So 0 heat.
Sweet.
Nice. That doesn't happen.
Ever.
Hasn't happened yet. Now it has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can happen, guys. It can. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just call it tonight because we kind of have this thing where we're doing downtime first, and I actually don't mind doing that so much. So we'll just have this be like an early day for us.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording.
That's a